Now that you've installed the Power365 Directory Sync Lite software, you'll need to allow it to access your Power365 integration project. Remember that you must install and configure this software on a dedicated machine in both the source tenant and the target tenant. From the information screen in Power365, obtain the access URL and the access key. The project key is unique to your project. You can click the word copy to copy this information to the clipboard. You can also access this code at any time from the project dashboard. Now choose Data Profile. Give your profile a name such as the name of the project. You can change the status to inactive if you want to stop sync activity. You can choose the level of logging detail as well as how often the sync occurs. If you choose manual only, you'll have to select the Sync Profile button to trigger the sync cycle. On the Project tab, paste the access URL and the access key that you copied to the clipboard. Enter the password that you chose previously. If everything is correct, when you click outside of the box, the name of your project will appear. If not, you'll need to verify and correct this information before you can continue. Then select the appropriate tenant from the drop-down menu. On the Active Directory tab, enter the credentials for an account that has read-write access to the target OU. Enter the FQDN of a global catalog server for this tenant. If everything's valid, the name of the domain should appear when you click outside of the box. If not, check your credentials and the FQDN and try again. Choose a target OU for the users, contacts, and groups that will be created by Power365. We suggest that you pre-create groups just for this purpose. Enter the default password that will be assigned to all newly created users in this tenant. If there's a local Exchange email policy that should be applied, place a check in the appropriate boxes. You can choose the forest or domain matching level to define the search scope for matching objects. You also have the option to change the name that's being used by Azure AD Connect as the source anchor that links synchronized objects, or the attribute that identifies the group domain. Changes to these two settings are not common. Finally, the DCs tab is where you will choose one or more domain controllers to be included in the sync process. Choose Add DCs. The Refresh DCs button will offer you a choice. We suggest that you use the Ping Servers and Test Connection buttons to verify connectivity. You can also manually add a DC by clicking here. If you add more than one, you can assign each a priority, with the lower number the highest priority.